Hello, I wanna show off my quest system that I made for my upcoming wipe, and I wanna show you how it works. So basically this is the whole system. It's 10 quests. Every single quest has 2 rewards that you will get. One reward is a token with which you will validate yourself at the next quest, and you will also get a reward that you will validate yourself at the end of your journey at the final quest here, and therefore you will finish the story if you have every single item that you'll need. Basically how it works, you get to the city, there's gonna be an NPC at the gate of the city and a sign which says to begin your journey just insert 50 scrap. So if you do that you will get a note which will explain everything and is, so to say, a cheat sheet for you. And then these speakers will start playing with the NPC dialogue. So basically every single NPC here will talk if you trigger something that should be triggered. So basically now I triggered the 50 scrap, he gave me a note, and then he will start talking and telling me where to go. He told me to go here and do the first quest, which is a battery quest. So this NPC, you come up to him, you press the button, and he will now tell you that he needs 5 HQM to craft a battery, and I will give him 5 HQM. He gives me a battery back. First of all, he takes it, then he tells me that with that battery I need to go outside the house to the back of the house and insert it into this power generator. So now I wait for the battery to craft. He will then give it to me. Okay, now I take the battery, insert it into the chest outside, into the power generator, run inside and press the button which will be near the NPC. The battery will then be taken into the box. The NPC starts saying his last dialogue, where to go, and he gives me the first reward. So this is the reward that you will need to acquire for the last quest, and this is the token that you'll use for every single quest. So basically this is the first token. You'll insert this token at the next quest to validate yourself, and then the quest will start. So I'll insert it. The NPC will now start saying his dialogue, telling me to get 2 things to craft a pumpkin pie here. So I'll need to go to the first location here, get the pumpkin, I now have the pumpkin. The NPC tells me where to go next. I go to the next NPC. He tells me to go back and craft the pumpkin pie, and he also gets me the rewards that I'll need for that. Now I run back to the original NPC. I start making the pumpkin pie, and once it's finished, I will have it here. You put it inside the chest, and then the final dialogue will start speaking here, telling you where to go next, and the NPC will give you your reward. Now you have 2 quests completed and the token for the next quest. With this, you'll get to the next quest. Again, validate yourself. Then the NPC will start saying his dialogue. Okay, and he will now give you 3 sweaters. I made it 1 because I'm lazy. He will give you 3 sweaters, and you will have to go to 3 locations to give them to NPCs, and those NPCs will give you something that you will return to the original NPC to finish the quest. So I give the sweater to the NPC. He will get my token that I'll need. Now I'll go to the original NPC. He then starts saying his final dialogue, and he gives me the reward. And everything resets. Okay. This is the next quest. This is an archery range. This is a challenge. You will have 30 seconds to hit all the targets, and by that you will get your reward. Basically, you validate yourself. The light turns on, now confirming that you can do the challenge. He will start saying his dialogue, telling you that you have 30 seconds to finish and hit the targets. And you press this button when you have your bow and your arrows equipped. You hit the targets. If you hit all the targets, the green light turns on and it will give you your reward, and the NPC will guide you to the next quest and tell you to put away the items. So that's quest 4. Now on to quest. Okay, there was a small mistake I had to fix. So basically, now after the archery quest, you will get your reward and your token. With that token, you have to go to the Grinch quest, and there toys got stolen by Grinch, and you have to find his whereabouts and get the presents back to and bring the presents back to the toy factory. Basically, you validate yourself, the NPC starts talking and tells you you have to go to the bar outside of the city where Grinch was seen last. Then you go there, the guy at the counter just tells you he's not here and he went to his hideout. So, and here's the hideout. This is gonna be a locked door. You will press this button to get inside, and basically this laser room will start. Basically, Grinch, he will be behind this door, not here. It's just because of the electricity. So he's gonna be here with this chest in that room right there, behind that door, also with that pressure plate. And here is just gonna be a button where you can retry. Basically, you press this button, the door will open. If you cross the lasers, the door will close and Grinch will tell you to try again. If you manage to cross it and get inside the room, you then stand on the pressure plate and it will give you the reward you have to bring back, basically the presents. You then bring those presents back to the start of the quest. Inside the city, the NPC will take the item, the presents, start talking to guide you to the next quest and give you the reward. Now, towards the next quest. This quest is gonna be in the quest line multiple times, so I just did it once. But basically, this is fairly simple. You just come up, validate yourself. The NPC will start talking after that, tell you that in this case you have to find a lost letter to Santa. So you follow the track, which will be man-made. You follow the track and then you'll find a chest where this button, if you press it, gives you the note that you'll need. You then bring it back, put it inside the chest, The NPC will start talking, guides you to the next quest, and gives you the reward. Okay, and this is the last quest, so to say. You have to go to the church. There's gonna be a clock tower with a clock upstairs, which will be broken, and you have to fix it by getting gears and climbing up the clock tower, putting the gears inside the chest, which will be there, then climbing back down, talk to the NPC, and he will reward you for that. So basically, you come up to the NPC, you validate yourself. If the item is correct, he will start talking. He gives you 3 scrap to buy 1 gear as a replacement for the clock tower. You go to the NPC which sells gears. You place it inside his chest, and he will give you the gears and tell you to climb up the tower. Now, when you're on top of the tower, there's gonna be this chest. You put the gears inside, you climb all the way down towards the NPC, you press the button, he will then give you the final item, which will only be the Christmas lights, since you don't have to validate yourself at the last quest. And this is basically the validation for the last quest. You go to the city center, there's gonna be these NPCs waiting for you, and if you put the Christmas lights inside, they will take it, and the whole city will light up with fireworks going off, and they will give you a unique letter with a number, which then will give you the permission to get a reward from me. And yeah, that's it. That's how the system works. You can skip it. You have to have all the tokens for it, so you can continue to the second quest and so on. And yeah,